I don't know. Tom Brady's been really lucky, but that's a conversation for another day on how lucky.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Tom Brady. So he's probably going to retire anyway. Let's just go ahead and enjoy the aftermath of him being out of there forever. Welcome to the Packers family. I am Damon.
And I'm Luke.
And today we'll be discussing, analyzing, and picking championship weekend games. First game up on the docket is the Cincinnati Bengals at Kansas City Chiefs. Well, I feel like we said everything in our prior videos about these teams. First of all, Christian couldn't be with us in this video like he had in the past couple weeks. So I will tell you what he said. And I quote, Joe Burrow for 2024 president. He says, I know that since he is an underdog's super bad. But he feels like they have that attitude to actually not know any better, actually go out and be super competitive. I think Joe Burrow legitimately said that loud stadiums doesn't bother him or something because he played in the SEC. Now, of course, I think that's more ignorance than anything because, I mean, you go to Kansas City, that stadium is crazy loud. And I think Joe Burrow might be underselling it. They just don't know any better. What you look at the Bengals, they've not been in any position like this before. And with that ignorance comes a little bit of danger. And with that comes a little bit of cockiness. And that's an attitude that Christian's talking about that he really loves. He also goes on to say the Chiefs should win this game. But since he seems to have that I ain't hear no bell mentality. So Christian is going to choose the Cincinnati Bengals in this one. Now, me, on the other hand, I agree with Christian about that attitude a lot. Joe Burrow doesn't know any better. Now, Joe Burrow is super good. His wide receivers are super good. That offense can be explosive. What really concerns me about Cincinnati is that offensive line. And the defense of the Chiefs. Now, you could look at that divisional game and say, oh, there was no defense. Yeah, there was. There's plenty of defense. And the Chiefs have the pass rush to make it against that, make a really good pass rush against that offensive line. Now, one concern about the Chiefs defense is Tyrann Mathieu. Now, it looks like he's probably going to play from what I gather. I don't know. If he's injured in any sort of way, Tyrann Mathieu is the leader of that secondary. Things could fall apart pretty quickly without him, it seems like. But then look at the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, that offense. I mean, they showed you how quickly they can get down the field if they need to. Extremely explosive. They seem like they got everything back to where it was before. So for me, I'm going Kansas City Chiefs.
All right. For me, this matchup, you hit on a lot of the big points.
Sorry.
I'd say Tyrann Mathieu, as you said, is the glue to that back end. He only was able to play 7 snaps against the Bills. The defensive coordinator of the Chiefs, Spagnuolo, said they had a Tyrann Mathieu plan against the Bills. And that was kind of thrown away after he was unfortunately out of the game with a concussion. He's still in the protocol as of today. He did practice. We'll know his status tomorrow. We might be getting back one of our cornerbacks that hasn't played yet the postseason, Rashad Fenton. He's usually our cornerback 3. So maybe Mike Hughes won't have to be on the field as much. And then, staying on the defensive side, the Chris Jones, Melvin Ingram, and Frank Clark versus that Cincio line that gave up 9 sacks. And against the Titans, Jeffrey Simmons seemed like he had half of them. It was insane. So that's him, Chris Jones. They both Mississippi State guys, and hopefully Jones can repeat that effort that Simmons did. On the other side, Mahomes, he played almost a perfect game. He showed his mobility when things weren't clicking with the receivers in the first quarter, was able to scramble. And Pringle and Hardman are stepping up. I had a good running combination of McKinnon and CEH last week. Hopefully to continue that this week. And obviously Kelsey and Hill will do their thing. They were pretty good last week, as we all saw. And containing Jamar Chase, and that, if we were able to do that, I'd say it's hard for me to see a path for the Bengals victory. If we keep him like under 100 yards or just no 60-yard touchdowns, I think the Chiefs will be able to get the victory with the help of the crowd noise. They'll be extra fired up, even though the quote that was kept going around was technically from last year that Joe Burrow said it. So, but the Chiefs fans will take anything and run if you even say anything bad. But I'll be going with the Chiefs in this one. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Any given Sunday for sure. Just to recap, Christian picked the Cincinnati Bengals. I picked the Kansas City Chiefs, and Luke picked the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, this game right here could have been the Packers. Could have been Packers hosting the championship game. Special teams let us down. Hey, that's the video for another time. Hey, if you didn't see it, check it out. I've been stupid. Check out the recap of Packers playoff history under Aaron Rodgers. You'll see all the heartbreak, everything we went through before. But really, the Packers aren't in the NFC championship game. Matter of fact, the next game, the last game of championship weekend, and to decide who the NFC representative will be for the Super Bowl is the San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams. I look at this game and I see the 49ers team. Now, listen, I could be completely wrong when I say this. I wasn't blown away about the overall production of the 49ers against the Packers. Packers shot themselves in the foot. You look at that offense, it wasn't good really at all. Matter of fact, our special teams let up great field position to the 49ers offense. I'm talking about the Packers here many, many times, and they couldn't get it going at all. The only reason why the Niners got into the game is because the Packers offense couldn't get it going either. And the special teams let up or left 10 points out in the field by having that blocked field goal kick and the block punt. That's not going to happen to the Rams. I look at the Rams. The Rams defense is really good. I know they let up some things every now and then, but they've really been playing pretty well lately. I mean, other than the fourth quarter against the Buccaneers, they really shut down Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. They just look like they're all stars that they really wanted to be from the beginning of the season, halfway through the season, whatever you want to talk about. They really sold out, and it seems like they might be getting what they want to by going to the Super Bowl. Their offense is really good. I look at Matthew Stafford, and what a slap to the face of the Detroit Lions, by the way. How long was he in Detroit? And he leaves, and then he goes and wins a couple playoff games. Possibly he's going to be able to make the Super Bowl. I mean, just tells you how bad that franchise is and what they need to do to turn around. But that's not what we're talking about. Okay. The Lions, I feel like the Lions. I feel like the Rams defense is going to be able to shut down the Niners, much like the Packers were able to, because the Packers had a great pass rush and the Rams have a great pass rush. I don't feel like the Niners offense is going to be able to get things going. The one concern I have for the Rams is what is that 49ers front seven going to do to them? They have some crazy good pass rushers. And then you also look at the linebackers. Fred Warner, for example. Fred Warner is somebody who could break a game. I think the Rams are going to be too much. So I'm going to go Rams. Christian has chosen to go with the 49ers. Biggest thing for him, I think, is just history. If I'm not mistaken, the 49ers have won 6 straight games against the Los Angeles Rams. It just seems like, from Christian's perspective, it seems like they have their number. And so going off of recent history and stuff, and how good that 49ers defense is, Christian's going with the 49ers.
Yeah, for me, as you just discussed, that the 0-6 hurdle, will McVay be able to overcome Shanahan and company in this one? They have a history. They were together at the Washington coaching staff, and they know each other well. And that this year the Niners bullied them in the Monday night game, and then Rams were up 17-0 in the season finale, and Niners came storming back thanks to Debo and company.
Why couldn't the Rams beat them in week 18? I didn't even remember that till just now. Darn it.
Yeah,
I would rather have the Saints. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the Saints.
Go
ahead, the Saints would have made it, but alas, here we are. That's why they play the games. In the trenches will be. It's the key to every game, but this one, because both D lines are dominant with Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd on the Rams side. Then you got Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead on the Niners side going against left tackles that may or may not play. Trent Williams on the Niners side, and then Andrew Whitworth on the Rams side. We'll see if they are able to go for their respective teams. The Stafford has played well in these last two playoff games. Didn't need to do a whole lot against the Cardinals, but did fairly well against the Bucks. That fumble that was, I would say that's on the center more than not. And then, they had crazy bad fumble luck, but they ended up getting away with it because once again, the team decided not to cover the cheat code that is Cooper Kupp. And a couple of times, he had the deep touchdown, and then obviously the 40-yarder or so that got him down to the field goal range. And this will be an interesting game to see what happens. Garoppolo, I don't think he'll be able to do enough passing wise to keep the Rams defense honest. And I'll be going with the Rams in this one for a Chiefs-Rams Super Bowl for my prediction. And what some people might have thought could happen a few years ago, except for a certain offside penalty. But alas, that's in the past.
Yeah, so now we have an opportunity for 2 years in a row of hosting your own Super Bowl. And I think it's going to happen. Christian disagrees. He's actually going the complete opposite of us. He thinks it's going to be a Niners-Bengals Super Bowl. But, hey, we'll find out Sunday. It's going to be a blast. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you agree with us on what our picks are? And if not, why? We like to have some dialogue here in the comments and stuff. Let's keep it going. Hey, like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Luke, you got anything else?
One last thing. If Christian has his way, it would be a rematch of a couple Super Bowls in the 1980s between the Niners and Bengals. Niners came on top both times. Chris Collinsworth was a receiver for the Bengals, and Sison, I think.
Yeah, Boomer was.
Go back in time 35 years if that Super Bowl happens, which would be unfortunate, but that would be interesting. So.
Hey, we'll see what happens. Go Pack, go.
Go Chiefs.